Alright, today I'm going to show you how to fix rust holes. I've had a lot of people asking me questions on how I fixed the rust holes that went through this truck on my Rust-Oleum roller paint job project that I have on this F350. As you can see, this is one of the areas that I covered up right here. Another one right there. Another question I've had is, how does the paint hold up? Well, it holds up pretty good. As you can see a pretty good reflection right there. You can see my truck capper's reflection off the door right there. And, you know, I mean, it's dirty in some places, but hey, you know, I mean, this is a truck. I'm not trying to keep this thing spotless. It's a utility vehicle for me. Nevertheless, I'm going to show you all the parts and everything when I go out here to Lowe's on how to do this rust fix. This is one of the panels. It's just a piece of galvanized steel that I cut to length and roughed up the surface behind it on the door itself, and just put some Bondo on it and slapped that thing right on there. Held it on there for a few seconds, and it would hold on there. And then after it dried and everything, I went over it with the roller and paint just like I did everything else. I mean, this thing could use another coat of paint, but I'm not even going to worry about it because it's a truck and it looks good enough for me. You can kind of see some of the bad areas as it was before I even painted it here in the truck bed. I could probably paint this truck bed too, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. A million projects. No time to do everything. Got it on charge because the thing doesn't want to stay charged. But we'll get it going. Off to Lowe's here in a minute. Get some things for the house. This is something that you could use to cut the metal with. This one here is $30. I'm not sure how many bits it comes with, but it gives you an idea of something you'll need to get. You'll obviously need to get some Bondo, either a small one for about $9, or you can get a big tube for $23. And this would work perfect right here. Flat sheets of galvanized steel. You just cut those to length and Bondo, rough it up on the back, Bondo it, and put it on there, hold it for a few seconds, and then it's ready to be painted over. Just make sure you rough it up with some sandpaper so everything sticks good. Alright, now to recap how to do these rust hole patch fixes. You rough up the area that you want to adhere the sheet metal to. You rough that area up, like underneath there, with some sandpaper, and once that's all roughed up, you rough up the area of the sheet metal on both sides, mix up a little bit of Bondo, put it on the back of the cut section of the galvanized steel that you're using as the patch panel. Put it on there, hold it on for a few seconds or a few minutes until it doesn't slide down or come off. Then once you've got a good hold on it, you just let go, and there you go. You can Bondo around it to kind of smooth out the edges, but obviously I didn't. But then you can paint right over it. I showed you all the parts you're going to need. It's pretty cheap. You can get cheaper cutters, and it all depends on how many patch holes you need, for how big of a sheet of galvanized steel that you need, and how big of a tube of Bondo you'll need for adhesive. So there's a cheap way to do some rust hole fixes. Let me know if you got questions.